It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st down, Ryan. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Fresh set of downs here. This is Coleman, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. Third and 2, now Ryan. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Reset, go. Under 10, 10. 319, 26.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch left. Stop right there.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On third down, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams from 6 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the back goes into motion. On third down, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down. Pass incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Well, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught left side by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First down, Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Airing it deep for Janis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Space to maneuver at the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down, here's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Neal. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Ryan on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. 20! And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right around the 26. Following the penalty, Montgomery. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
20, right left. Check. Quick, you reach that. Hey, easy.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now a first down following that long gain. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in about the time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down following the run. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, they go Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.